welcome Ruby Soho!
Oh my God, Minoru Suzuki! Minoru Suzuki! He's setting him up, he's looking for the God-style pile driver! Suzuki! Pile driver!
Evil lurks in the eyes of Minoru Suzuki.
You know it's all about
That's our recall, baby!
No, I think he said, you remember what you did to me.
Oh no!
Well, I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Must bid you goodbye and good night.
Oh my God! For the love of God, it's Bryan Danielson! All the days that lie ahead.
Jackson is sizing up Nick Jackson!
Oh God! Oh my God! The scene has changed.
Welcome to Jobbed Out. The wrestling editorial reminds you that WWE needs to update their superstars page really quick. Jesus, I know AEW's biggest show of the year is called All Out, but damned if they didn't actually go all out. Tonight's show from Chicago saw some incredible matches, including probably the best tag team cage match I've seen in years, and I'm saying that as somebody who can't stand Young Bucks matches. We got AEW in-ring debuts of Ruby Soho, the former Ruby Riott, where she won a shot at women's champion Britt Baker, who herself had a fantastic match. We got our first CM Punk bout in over 7 years, which had its struggles in the first half as he shook some ring rust off, before putting in one hell of a performance. We got a mercifully short Paul Wight squash in the death spot. We got perhaps Eddie Kingston's greatest match ever against Miro, the former Rusev. And surprises. Oh man, the surprises. So besides Ruby, who showed us exactly how much she had been wasted in the WWE by having an amazing back and forth with Thunder Rosa, we got Minoru Suzuki, who's stateside right now doing a stint in GCW, challenging Jon Moxley, who won GCW's title last night. And of course, in the main event, which should have been suffering from crowd fatigue, being nearly 4 hours into the event if you include the pre-show, we ended up seeing a creative as hell world title match that featured different table spots than what we're used to, and a finish that made the whole arena stand on their feet. Of course, before two of the worst kept secrets in wrestling, the debut of Adam Cole to join his friends in the Elite, and the American Dragon himself, Bryan Danielson, who generally has done alright for himself in this business. My original plans for this video was to sort of do a fuck, marry, kill, and rate the 3 in-ring debuts of Ruby, Punk, and Wight. But really it's simple. Punk had the most hype and the most to lose, so even though it was a great match, he was sort of doomed to underdeliver. Ruby took part in a match with a lot of other participants, so the pressure wasn't on her to deliver, but she did it anyway. And Paul Wight was doomed to fail, being late on the card against a heel that fans don't care about in a short squash so that people could go to the bathroom before the main event. Still though, I think this needs to be said. Why did Billy Gunn attack Paul Wight in the first place? This literally had no impact on the match whatsoever. Now I'm gonna get called out like I'm some AEW fanboy or that I'm on the payroll even though my channel has no problem praising WWE when they do things right, but if ever Tony Khan wanted to put out an "do I have your attention now" statement, tonight was it. A big argument from anti-AEW people online is that there's a reliance on WWE castaways. Impact syndrome, I like to call it. Like WWE never built their success off of other companies around them. But with the exception of Ruby Soho, none of these big debuts tonight were people that the WWE fired in mass furloughs or Nick Khan budget cuts. Punk, Wight, Christian, Cole, these are all people who left on their own accord because they weren't happy where they were. They've all got a chip on their shoulders working for a company that's got something to prove. And they join the likes of Britt Baker, Kenny Omega, the Lucha Bros, Darby Allin, and the Jurassic Express, who built their reputations elsewhere before becoming staples on Wednesday night. I'm still not a fan of 4-hour shows because my old ass is exhausted, but Tony Khan's goal with every pay-per-view should be to get fans talking, and unlike Revolution...
Oh my God!
They're going to be talking for the right reasons after today, from people in Chicago all the way to Stamford and everybody else. I don't like the odds of another Total Bellas season, though, for obvious reasons. But with that said, I do gotta ask, if you watched All Out, what did you think? Who put on the best performance, and which surprise made you mark out? I'm not gonna lie, my doofus ass actually applauded in front of my computer watching Ruby Soho not being booked like a dork. But Penta and Phoenix? They 100% stole this show in my eyes. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more, because I want you to be a part of this conversation too. For now though, I better get my shoulders off the mat, so thank you for tuning in to Jobbed Out. I'll catch you next time.